3 disturbing true library horror stories. This video will center on real tales of horror that occurred within libraries. However, prior to delving into these accounts, I like to touch on our sponsor for today, Babbel. Learning a new language can prove highly beneficial, and Babbel offers an effective and enjoyable approach, scientifically proven, to enable language acquisition in just 3 weeks. Babbel provides lessons crafted by actual language educators. During my trip to Spain, I found myself communicating effectively with locals, thanks to the language courses I took on Babbel. One phrase I learned from Babbel was, "May I have the check?" in Spanish. I am currently enrolled in an Italian listening and speaking course, and I appreciate Babbel's skill-based and interest-specific course categorization. Babbel also facilitates live classes with real instructors, and your subscription grants you 2 complimentary classes. Moreover, there's a 20-day money-back guarantee. If the prospect of acquiring new languages intrigues you, be sure to check out the link in the description for a 60% discount on your subscription. In the story I'm about to recount, I signed up for 6 courses each semester to complete a dual degree in just 4 years. As a result, I was swamped with assignments and studying. My university's library was my refuge, open until midnight. I had an internship that semester as well, leaving me with scant time for my studies. One Wednesday night, my schedule was packed with 3 classes and my internship. I was to prepare for 2 exams the following day. Living on campus, I sought solace in the library, especially between 9 and 12. One night, while studying in a secluded corner, a stranger joined my table. I felt a sense of unease, but attempted to focus on my work. The stranger engaged me in conversation, inquiring about a specific economics course. His demeanor seemed amiable, but my instincts raised doubts. As time passed, his behavior grew more unsettling, and I became wary. Despite my discomfort, I remained seated, unsure of how to handle the situation. Ultimately, his actions made it clear that his intentions were not genuine. My unease escalated, and I sought help from a security worker. Together, we confronted the stranger, revealing inconsistencies in his story. The security worker escorted him out, advising me to be cautious on my way back to my dorm. The incident left me shaken, aware of the potential dangers lurking in familiar spaces. The library, once a sanctuary, now carried an unsettling aura. This harrowing experience underscored the importance of vigilance and personal safety. I have a recollection from my early childhood, prior to our move to a new town when I was 7. In this distant memory, my mother frequently took my younger brother and me to the local library, located a few blocks away. I distinctly recall a particular day, marked by a trip to the mall followed by the library. The routine included a visit to the mall's McDonald's for ice cream cones, a treat my mother consistently indulged us with. Upon reaching the library, my attention was drawn to the kids' computer section, where I engaged in online games. Eventually, I explored the aisles, seeking I Spy books. In the kids section, a peculiar encounter unfolded. A stranger approached, engaging me in conversation. He accompanied me to find the desired books and even led me to a basement playroom, an area I was unaware of. Gradually, his demeanor grew unsettling. and he initiated a sinister game of hide and seek in the dark. My discomfort escalated, and I managed to break free from his grasp, fleeing to safety. The traumatic event left a lasting impact, a stark reminder of the lurking dangers, even in seemingly safe spaces. During my early 20s, I worked night shifts at the local public library as my second job. These shifts required me to lock up the library after closing hours. One particular Friday night, I was on duty, and the library was nearly empty. Most patrons had left, and my coworker departed shortly after closing time. As I worked on closing tasks, I heard strange noises emanating from the book aisles. Investigating, I found fallen books on the floor, raising my suspicions. These noises persisted, signaling a presence within the library. Alarmed, I navigated the aisles to uncover the source. My discovery led me to a disturbed woman in the children's section, emitting unsettling growls and throwing books. I maintained a safe distance while alerting the authorities. The police and ambulance arrived, eventually apprehending the woman who appeared to be under the influence. This unnerving experience transformed my perspective on the security of seemingly tranquil environments. Working night shifts at the local library in my early 20s was part of my routine. These shifts involved various tasks, such as cleaning, organizing, and closing up the library. On one fateful night, just before closing time, an eerie incident unfolded. After announcing the library's impending closure, I continued tidying up. However, I began to hear peculiar noises from different parts of the library. Investigating, I stumbled upon fallen books and items thrown from shelves. This suggested a presence within the library beyond the closing hours. I encountered a disoriented woman exhibiting erratic behavior in the children's section. Her actions were disturbing, prompting me to call emergency services. The woman was eventually taken into custody. Her actions a testament to the unpredictable nature of working alone after dark. As the night grew darker, an unsettling feeling settled over the library. The flickering fluorescent lights seemed to cast eerie shadows on the shelves, and the air became thick with a sense of foreboding. With each passing moment, my heart raced, and a shiver crawled down my spine. The woman's actions were anything but normal. Her growls and gibberish echoed through the empty aisles, as if an otherworldly force had taken hold of her. Her disheveled appearance and wild eyes made her seem like a spectral intruder from another realm. Locked in the office, I watched her through the blinds, her manic gaze fixated on the door. Her presence felt like a malevolent force, an entity disconnected from reality and consumed by a sinister intent. The pounding of her fists against the glass reverberated through the room, each strike intensifying the feeling of impending doom. As the police arrived, the tension escalated. The woman's struggle against her restraints echoed with a haunting desperation, like a trapped soul fighting to break free from the clutches of darkness. Her primal screams mingled with the blaring sirens, creating a dissonant symphony of chaos and terror. Even after she was subdued and taken away, an eerie residue lingered in the air, a chilling reminder of the inexplicable events that had transpired. The library, once a sanctuary of knowledge and solace, had been tainted by an encounter with the unknown, leaving an indelible mark on my psyche. As I locked up that night, the silence of the empty library felt more oppressive than ever before. The darkness outside seemed to hold secrets and whispered tales of a realm beyond comprehension. From that point on, the mere thought of working alone in the dimly lit library after closing sent shivers down my spine. A constant reminder that even in the most familiar of places, darkness could take hold and transform the ordinary into the profoundly unsettling.